What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for joining us here at Crypt Chronicles, where we talk tech, life, culture, and crypto on the regular. My name's Mark, guys, and I'll be your host on this fairly short video today. But we're going to talk about a trending topic that's kind of been all over the cryptosphere, actually. Craig Wright. Who the heck is this guy? Who does he think he is? And man, does he have a set of kahunas on him to actually claim that he is Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, if you've heard the rumors going around, this guy Craig Wright is basically he's an Australian computer scientist and businessman. He publicly claims to be the main part of the team that actually created Bitcoin. Now, obviously, if you're watching this channel, you do know what Bitcoin is and you know what cryptocurrency is. If you don't, just do a quick Google search or search YouTube for some informational videos. But Craig Wright basically is saying that he was the key part, that he is behind the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, these claims have widely been regarded as a possible hoax, and we're not 100% sure. Nobody's 100% sure. But we can speculate. We can almost guarantee, we can 99% guarantee that this guy's loony and absolutely crazy. But there's a lot of news articles going around that I just wanted to kind of jump into real quick. If you haven't done so yet, guys, make sure you definitely subscribe to this channel. Click on post notifications so that you get notified every time we drop a video. As the market starts to turn back up and as more people come flooding in, we'll have more trending topics, latest breaking news, technical analysis on here as well. You can follow us on Facebook, Crypt Chronicles. Just type that in the search and you'll be able to find us. And yeah, so let's jump into this. We got a couple articles I want to kind of go through with you real quick. We'll look as far back as, gosh, May 3rd of 2019. Craig Wright serves Roger Ver with basically a lawsuit. On the 6th, there is reported U.S. court orders Craig Wright to provide Bitcoin ownership records, which we'll see in a later article that the dude can't even show his records, his ownership of Bitcoin. Now, supposedly, Satoshi owns a hell of a lot of Bitcoin, in the millions of Bitcoin, and he can't prove this. So we'll go to May 12th, Holders Digest, May 6th through 12th, top story, price movement. No, that's not about Craig. Let's see here. Self-proclaimed Satoshi, Craig Wright, files U.S. copyright. So this guy ends up going and filing a copyright on the term or the label Bitcoin, on the name Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin white paper. So basically, if he wins that copyright, he can basically do a cease and desist to anybody that uses the name Bitcoin or has anything to do with the Bitcoin white paper. Copyright registration do not recognize Craig Wright as Satoshi Nakamoto. That's May 22nd. May 24th, staking claim on Bitcoin. Does Craig Wright's copyright filing hold legal merit? No, it absolutely doesn't. And we can kind of pop in this article real quick and check this out. But there was actually a picture of him. I don't know if I can find it, but there was a picture of him actually flipping the bird in real life. So yeah, there he is. So this was a article on finance.yahoo.com, basically the Yahoo website. And he was getting pissed at an interview or somebody kind of calling him out, so he flipped somebody the bird. Now, Craig Wright also created Bitcoin SV, or BSV for short, and it was looking pretty promising. Bitcoin SV was being publicly traded on many big exchanges, and then because of all this copyright crap and all this kind of stuff going around in the news, a lot of exchanges actually delisted Bitcoin SV, which, I mean, I'm glad, because really it is kind of a shit coin and a scammer's coin because of the guy who is behind it. So there was pumps and there was pump and dumps and people were manipulating the price of it, but even some of the biggest exchanges out there, like Binance, they delisted it, and the CEO of Binance had some words on Twitter to say about Craig Wright as well. So you can go ahead and you can kind of search through Twitter as well there. Let's go on and check out a couple more of this insane news articles about Satoshi Nakamoto. So let's see here. Chinese citizen, well, this is not Craig Wright, but Chinese citizen Wei Lu also claims U.S. copyright. So this guy's also claiming that he's Satoshi Nakamoto. So he's trying to claim copyright protection on the Bitcoin white paper. Let's see what we've got here. Craig Wright orders to personally appear at Bitcoin theft meditation. That's on June 12th. So basically, a court ordered him to participate in this Bitcoin theft meditation. A judge has ruled that a personal appearance by Craig Wright will promote meaningful participation. June 23rd, Craig Wright failed to disclose Bitcoin holdings in court. We'll pop this article up real quick. He basically doesn't have access to his private key. So Craig Wright said he can't comply with the court order to provide the list of all his early Bitcoin addresses. Bloomberg reported this on June 28th. The Australian computer scientist and self-proclaimed Satoshi Nakamoto said that he may not be able to access the coins at all. Are you freaking kidding me? Satoshi himself can't access his own Bitcoin, then cryptocurrency is doomed as we know it. If the creator of Bitcoin lost his own freaking private keys, then it absolutely gives us no hope when it comes to owning cryptocurrency. And, I understand, hey, you all have to be very, very careful and have multiple records of your private keys and, take them offline and keep them in a safe and make sure you don't send them through email and share them with people. I totally understand that. But the creator, the self-proclaimed creator of Bitcoin, lost his own freaking private keys. We're all doomed. We might as well just sell everything right now and just go into gold and silver. It's just a joke. The order was part of an ongoing case against Craig Wright that was filed by the estate of David Kleeman. Kleeman was a cyber security expert whom many believed to have been one of the first developers behind Bitcoin and blockchain technology. So supposedly, this guy David was a part of the team. Kleeman estate brought the case to court in February 2018, claiming that Wright stole hundreds of thousands of BTC, Bitcoin, worth over $5 billion after Kleeman's death. So Kleeman passed away. Supposedly, Wright is claiming that he gave Kleeman information about his keys or gave him his keys, and then when the dude died, and it's kind of like the same old story we've heard time and time again, freaking owners of exchanges passing away and they're the only ones to hold the keys. It's complete hogwash, and that's what scammers use to try to exit and get out from having to pay people back. So this particular guy claiming apparently he died and held the keys to Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin. So it goes on to say, Wright claims that he gave a key piece of information regarding the funds and wallets to Kleeman before his death, making it difficult to find the digital wallet or the funds they purportedly held. Now, if you have a partner and you have created this groundbreaking, world-changing, history-making technology, and you give your private information to one guy on the face of this earth, and that guy ends up dying, you have to be the stupidest person in the entire world. Craig Wright, if he's Satoshi Nakamoto or not, is the dumbest man to ever live for giving his keys and giving his private information to another guy that ended up dying. So no matter what he does at this point, if he cannot prove that he owns those Bitcoin, if he has the original wallet addresses, if he can't prove that he has the original wallet addresses to Nakamoto's original Bitcoin that were mined in the very, very beginning, there's no way on earth that he can win this battle. Would you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. Wright stated that he stopped working on Bitcoin in 2010. And he added that he brought Dave on because he was a friend and he knew who he was and he was a forensic expert and he wanted to wipe everything away from public record. Now, what he's saying is he brought Dave on to scrub the internet clean of Craig Wright's name and connection to Satoshi. Well, years later, we're now in 2019, but in 2018, all this stuff started to really kind of come up. How are you going to scrub the internet of everything that it has to do with you and that connection to Satoshi Nakamoto? And then a few years later, want to come on the scene and say, hey, surprise guys, I'm really Satoshi, but my name's been scrubbed and I lost my freaking private keys. I mean, come on. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, because I'm having a hard time with this whole thing. I'm having a really hard time with this. I mean, he's probably going to end up getting locked up for life. The guy's a moron. Craig Wright does not have access to his freaking Bitcoin fortune. It's wild. Craig Wright uses falsified art. So check this out. Craig Wright, and this is recently just the 4th, actually 2 days ago, as the recording of this video. Self-proclaimed Bitcoin creator Craig Wright has allegedly provided falsified court documents. What in the world? To prove a trust deed with his plaintiffs, as seen from documents revealed by the trial's lawyer Stephen Paley on Twitter on July 3rd. According to Paley, the self-styled Satoshi Nakamoto has failed to prove his case by presenting court documents that Paley alleged to be fake, as they contain multiple chronological discrepancies. He was basically naming different events that occurred that were just backwards or not in order of some sort. Among the exhibits filed with the District Court of Florida, Southern District, on July 3rd, there's a document submitted as proof of cooperation between Wright and the now deceased David Kleiman, whose lawyers filed the case against Wright in February of 2018. Kleiman's lawyers accused Wright of stealing hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin, at press time valued at over $5 billion. After Kleiman's death, this was in April of 2013. While the presented deed of trust document is dated October 23rd, 2012, the metadata of the file indicates the document was actually created after his death, or after the death of David Kleiman, as Paley found. The trust document, now this is going into the metadata. This is like if you have a Word document, you can go into the code of that Word document and see the metadata of when the freaking document was created or edited or updated, or, I mean, you can see everything. It's like when you write an email, there's a timestamp on when that email was created. Yet they're trying, I mean, if they had written it on paper with a pen and pencil, they would have had a better chance at trying to prove this in court. But they created a document on the internet, and we know that whatever is on the internet is always on the internet and will always be on the internet. You can't manipulate that type of stuff. So, or if you can, you got to be really, really smart to do so. And apparently these guys are idiots because they couldn't edit the metadata on the files. So the trust document apparently used a 2015 copyright notice related to Calibri, the Microsoft Word font. Okay, so that's the font, and the font was actually copyrighted, indicating that the document could not be from earlier. So apparently there's this particular font on Word that was copyrighted. So there's a timestamp when it was created or copyrighted on 2015, and they're basically trying to say that this document was created in 2012. What dummies. And they're doing this in a high court. Let's see. Following the apparent accusation of Wright for forging the court documents, Paley wrote, I mean, it makes sense that the inventor of Bitcoin can time travel. Oh my gosh. Of course it makes sense. Satoshi Nakamoto can go back to when he first created Bitcoin and manipulate the code. Why not? But he can't keep his own keys from being lost. And we're going to wrap this up in just a minute, guys. In late June, Wright declared that he cannot comply with court orders to provide a list of all his early Bitcoin addresses. We just kind of read that article a minute ago, claiming that he gave a key piece of information regarding the funds to Kleiman before his death. Interesting stuff, guys. What do you think about Craig Wright? How big do you think his balls have to be? Do you think he has a mental disorder? I guess what it comes down to. I kind of feel sorry for the guy. On the other side, I don't feel sorry for the guy. I hope he gets locked up for messing with people's money and people's lives and people's emotion. But what do you feel about this guy? I mean, does he have a mental disorder? Is he like psychotic? Is he trying to create this false identity for recognition and fame? I mean, he's already a freaking millionaire, billionaire maybe. And is he trying to become famous by saying he's Satoshi Nakamoto? Does he actually think anybody's actually going to believe him? And there might actually be some people that he might have a little cult following. You know, he might have a little crew that actually believes he's Satoshi and worships the ground that he stands on. It's very possible because there's some freaky people out there. There's some really weird people out there. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys think that he is Satoshi? If you do think he is Satoshi, why? Could he possibly really be Satoshi? I don't know. I mean, we could never be 100% sure. We can assume. We can kind of guess. We can put labels on people, but I mean, nobody knows who Satoshi is. So, I mean, there's like a 1% chance that it could be Satoshi. There was a website that, sorry for the coughing, I got a little cold I'm getting over. But there was a website that John McAfee he was promoting. I don't remember what it was. Who is Satoshi? Or there was a website that was going to be like released, I think in, what was it, April, May, or June? Was it who? If anybody knows what that website is, drop it in the comments. Is it Who is Satoshi, or is it SatoshiNakamoto.com? I don't know what it was, but let's see. Nakamoto. I don't know. I'm not sure, guys, what the website is, but there was a website that John McAfee was actually promoting, that he was going to reveal who Satoshi was. And John basically said that he had met with Satoshi. He personally met with him, and he was going to reveal him, and there was all this different stuff that was going around. Let's see if I can pull that up. John McAfee, however you say it. I don't even know how you spell it. How do you spell this thing? John McAfee. Here it is. So let's see what this is all about right here. McAfee says Bitcoin creator is alive and residing in the U.S. Cool, of all places. He's residing in the U.S. All right. Finding Satoshi was a piece of cake, software pioneer says. All right. So John McAfee, the eccentric antivirus pioneer known for his brushes with the law, said he has spoken to Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto and plans to reveal the person's identity. But the timing of the announcement is up in the air after previously telling Bloomberg he would expose Nakamoto within a week. Then he kind of backpedaled. He backed off of the plan. McAfee said on Tuesday on Twitter that the controversy could hurt his efforts to flight in extradition to the United States. So he's always in trouble with the law. He was fighting the IRS, and then was he was trying to go after the FBI and the CIA, and he's always trying to like cause some type of stir on Twitter. It's kind of like Trump. He's always causing problems on Twitter. He's a keyboard warrior for sure. And he's got like freaking 3 to 5 24-hour personal security guards on watch at all time. He's the doll on the bike in the Saw movie. Yeah. Yep. So McAfee says, I've spoken with him. He's not a happy camper about his attempts to out him. That guy's crazy too. I think McAfee has some mental issues. Actually, I really think he does after watching a lot of videos of him. I've been following McAfee for several years, and I think he's absolutely insane. McAfee's antics and erratic behavior have overshadowed his past as a software pioneer. Yes, absolutely, I agree. And it's hard to know whether he's finally tracked down the real Nakamoto, a feat that many others have failed to pull off. And I don't know. I doubt he did. I mean, I'm almost 100% positive that this is just a publicity stunt from McAfee as well. But McAfee said in an interview that he has spent a lifetime pursuing hackers. Yeah, right. Making him well suited to this task. And by the way, he's admitted multiple times in a lot of his videos that his antivirus is absolute garbage, and it's the same people that create the viruses are the same people that create the antiviruses. So, and he basically created this early on in his life when he was really, really into technology, and then kind of lost touch with everything. He's a dum-dum. He's just looking for attention as well. In delaying the revelation, McAfee posted a letter from Mario Gray, his extradition lawyer, saying the exposing Nakamoto could make him the target of lawsuits. So this is apparently a big letter that his lawyer drew up saying, we forbid you to release Satoshi Nakamoto's name because it'll hurt your whatever. I'm really trying to look for the website because there was an actual website that went live that had kind of like a timer on it, or like a date, like a countdown timer that was gonna unleash Satoshi Nakamoto's identity. I don't know what it is, but I don't know, guys. If you have any questions or comments, drop it in the live chat right now. I'm not going to stay on here too long, because we all have lives, and crypto is just a small part of it, at least for me. I got a lot of other things I got to do, a lot of other businesses I'm working on, but this is like a side passion, kind of a little side passion, side hobby that I love learning about, love kind of reading news articles, love following. We do have a Facebook group. You can check us out on Facebook. Let me see if I can pull that up. And we'd love for you to come join the conversation Facebook. We have guys dropping news articles all day long in Facebook, and we have conversations going all day long as well. And it's a cool place to have lots of people come and talk about their passions and talk about what coins they're hodling and, all that stuff. So I'm going to bring this Facebook page over here into the tab. Let's see if it pulls it up. Yeah, Crypt Chronicles, Digital Currency, and Blockchain Talk. Now, when you do click or ask for an invite, you're going to have to just reach out to answer like 3 pre-screener questions just to make sure you're not a scammer or a spammer. We do have a great wall of shame. So these are all the people that have tried to scam people within our group or tried to post their garbage affiliate links. So we will put you on the wall of shame if you do come in and try to drop garbage in our group. We have a 0 spam tolerance in our group. But yeah, it's a cool place. I mean, we got this guy Rodney right here. He drops news articles and just starts conversations all day long. He's one of my moderators, and it's just a great group. We got about 1,000 1,040 members at the moment, so we'd love to have you guys in there. But yeah, if you have any more questions about Craig Wright or anybody, drop it in the comments, or else we are going to cut out about 25 minutes into this live stream. And I'll do more live streams if you guys like this format, just kind of freestyle, free talking. I don't want to feel like I'm rambling, so if you guys do have questions or you want to participate a little more, make that comment area explode. Let me know you're live. Let me know you're listening. Other than that, guys, I'm probably going to sign off now. Go make some dinner, chill out a little bit. Thanks for joining us up until this point. Guys, make sure you subscribe, click that post notifications. This is Mark. I'm signing off. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Peace out, y'all.